All right. So hello, superstar. Hello, whoever is going to watch this orientation process. Again, I just want to welcome you. My name is Ernest Joseph. I'm one of the regional vice president for Primerica Financial Services. And I would like to welcome you on board for taking the time to watch this orientation process. And I'm going to take about like 1 hour to go over some great important information with you. Then if you do have questions, feel free to contact whoever recruited you, your upline, and you can also reach out to me and I'm gonna give you my information as well. Okay, so let's dive into this orientation process. All right, so the whole purpose of the orientation is to make sure we can give every teammates, a step-by-step guide to your income and also to the business to get you to a fast start. So usually we want people to start the business very fast and to sprint them to district as soon as possible. So you want to make sure that you can get all the benefits when you just come in and sign up into the company. So as you can see, you're gonna see my name is here. Okay, I already mentioned you, and you can see. Let me just move this over here. So you're gonna see my name, and hopefully this camera don't block you guys, or I can just remove it somewhere else. So I don't want it to block you guys here. All right. So hopefully it doesn't block anything in the screen. So you can see I joined Primerica back in 2013 when I joined. So at the time I was doing 2 jobs. Okay, I was working a full-time job, and also I was working a part-time job. So then I didn't have no way I could, put Primerica into my back and to say, I'm going to do this. But I made the decision. So, it doesn't matter if, because I was thinking about that, I'm not going to have the time to do it, because at the time I was just got married, got a premature baby, and there's no way I could say, I'm going to go put some more loads into my back. So therefore I said, there's no way I could do this, but I tried anyway. So 2013, so I give it a shot. Then 2014, that's 15 months later, I become full-time into this business. Then I fired the first job, the second job. Then now I don't have to work for anyone at this moment. So I just self-employed, build my business, continue to build. So I never look back. Since 2014, I stay focused. And as you can see, my office address is here. It's 1905 South 25th Street. That's in Fort Pierce, Florida. In case if you need to make sure you want to send us maybe some letters and whatever, maybe you might need the address to update it anywhere in your business card, anything like that. So, and you can see the office address. It's 772-212-2773. And also there's a fax number for the office, and you can see it. It's 772-212-2676. And this is my personal cell phone number, just in case if you ever need help and you have any questions, so you can feel free to contact me. Okay, you can call me at 772-940-1273. The reason I have to repeat those things is because some people may not be able to see the screen. They might just later on listen to an audio about this so they can hear the number. Okay. Also, you can reach me to my email. It's ejoseph@primerica.com. And also you can visit my website at www.primerica.com/Ernest Joseph. And you can go ahead and check my website out as well. So you can also sign up online, because due to the what's going on into the world these days, most people prefer to go online to do the classes. So if you're not already signed up for the class, you can go to www.youcanpass.com. Okay, it's U as in Utah, CANPASS.com. So you can go to You Can Pass and click on the new user link, and then enter your email twice. And then once you put your email, then you're gonna follow the prompt to register for the class. So number one, you have to select the state where you're going to get licensed. So if you are in Pennsylvania, you select PA or Pennsylvania for your state. But when they ask you for the next question, where does your RVP live, you have to put Florida, because I am in Florida. As you can see it in the address here, we are in Florida. Then also, once you select Florida, then you also have to select the RVP name. So you go by last name. On the drop down, you have to find Joseph, Ernest. So that's how it goes. Then you have to add the RVP solution number. And the solution number is REFX5. So it's R as in Robert, E as in Edward, F like Frank, X-ray, and number 5. So if you don't do it that way, so the company Exam FX going to charge you for signing up to the class, because it's not a free class. It's because Prameka pay for every single student. That's why you can have access to the class online. Okay. And also, if you ever need help about the class, you can reach out to us as well. We'll be more than happy to help you as well. So the first thing you need to make sure you do, once you join, you're supposed to download the Prameka app. Just go, if you have an Android, go to the Play Store. If you have an iPhone, go to Apple Store, download, and then just type Prameka app so you can download it 24 hours and logged in, so you can bank. At least make sure you have to log in though, because if you don't log in, then you're gonna miss. So once you logged in into the app, so that's mean they're going to give you $50. So $50 gonna be banked into your account, but you have to be licensed in order to withdraw the $50. Okay. So as we're going to this, and I know some of you guys probably have questions, so hold them at the end. So I'll be more than happy to tackle those questions, or you can write them into a piece of paper, so I can, or you can reach out to me so I can be answer those questions for you. So now, let me just ask you, what does it take to build a big base shop? What does it take, okay? What does it take to build this business, okay? To build a big base shop, number one, you have to take the first step. Step one, you have to have, to have an explosion, you need to make sure personally you have to recruit people. This is not where you just come in and say, you know what, let me just go hire people and that's it. You have to personally recruit people. Why? Because think about it. If you look the school system, they're recruiting people, okay? If you, because that's why I see when there's a graduation and they send people there to see where the smartest kids into that high school, and the college recruiting those kids, okay? Every school recruiting good people. Your job is recruiting people, okay? Walmart, Amazon, Facebook, you name it, they're recruiting talent. But you see, when we are an employee, we don't have a way to recruit people. We don't have a system to recruit people. So personally, now you have a chance to be able to bring people into your organization, so you can build a system where you can build a team and you can have a big base shop, what we call a big company or an organization, okay? Now, how wide do you want to go? See, when you're going like this, you recruit the people under your teammates, you're going deep. Okay, you have to go 4 deep in order to find a superstar. So you recruit one person and you put one person under that person, another one under that person, another one. That's how you're gonna find superstar. You got to go down deep, but at the same time, you have to recruit people directly to you. You got to go wide. So that's what that means. When you recruit people directly, so you're recruiting people directly to you. So that's when you're going wide right here. Okay. So let's say that if you come in here and you say you build a base shop, that's mean you have you have a group of people, 3 of you. So your goal is to recruit 3 superstars. You don't need to recruit everyone. Okay, you need to find 3 qualified people, great individual, people that have skills, that have credibility, okay, that have work ethics. You need 3 of them. Once you recruit those 3 folks plus you, and then you from those 3 people, you build a base shop 15 by 15. When you build that base shop 15 by 15, now you have a chance to make at least $150,000 a year. Okay, that will be your income if you build that base shop, and they can do that consistently. So until you build that, you continue searching people, recruit under them, and build that team until you can have a 15 by 15 base shop, and then now you can make $125,000 a year. Now, do you want to make more money? Of course, yes. So to make more money, if you recruit at least, let's say now you got 5 people directly to you plus you, okay, without counting how many people you got dip, okay? So that's 30 by 30. If you build a base shop 30 by 30, so you can make $250,000 a year into this great company, okay? So now I'm showing you all those things so you don't think nothing is hiding. If you're willing to do the work, then you know what to do, so to make sure you get it. Now, most people, what they want to build is a 50 by 50 base shop. Once you build 50 by 50 base shop, you can make 350. So at 350 level, now you become a full owner. So that's mean you have ownership into that business. So therefore you can sell the business, or you can pass the business to your beneficiary. Okay. If something happens to you, they don't want it, they can sell the business to whoever is willing to buy that business. Okay. Now you can make $350,000 a year. Also, let's say now most people in America, they build some bishop that go to 75 by 75 and they can make $500,000. Oops, sorry, they can make $500,000 a year. But most people in America, what they're looking for, it's 100 by 100 bishop. Now there is a lot of people that can do that. Okay, so when they do 100 by 100 bishop, so now that's mean once they build that 100 by 100, they have a chance to make $750,000, even $1,000,000 a year. Now, don't tell me this is like rocket science. Or, oh man, I don't think that this is too much for my head. Listen, we have over 90 something people. It's 96 or 97 people in America making over $1,000,000, and they start just like me, just like you. You might be brand new here, listening to us here. So those folks who making all that money, they started just like us. And without counting how many people making $500,000, okay? How many people making like 350? Maybe people that making a six figure, 100,000. We can't even count. It's just there's so many of them making so much money. And we got some folks that making over $50,000 or more. So now when you're coming in, you determine how big do you want to build that business. Hopefully that makes sense to you. So, but personally, you have to continue searching for talent to hire them into your organization. Okay. Now, in order for you to explode, okay, to have an explosion, okay, you must build a 30 by 30 base shop before you go regional vice president. So your ultimate goal is to come here to become regional vice president like myself. Okay. Now, when I joined, to be honest with you, I didn't join to become regional vice president. I didn't know what the heck regional vice president. We didn't have to go through all this. I came here to make an extra 300, 400 bucks. Okay. So that's why I come in here. Is to make an extra 200 bucks. Just in case I got fired in my job. Okay. Because you know, this life is uncertain. Okay, at that time, I'm talking about back in 2013. So I could lose my job because they were firing people left and right, and I was working at a distribution center, and the job was a little bit hard. Okay, it was not like an easy working to a distribution. If you never work into a distribution center, you may not know what I'm talking about. But once you work into a DC, you will know what I'm talking about. So when I left, I was like I was making like 16, close to $17 an hour. Okay, so I was ready to become a supervisor in that company, but it was not coming out the way it was, you know. So I say once I find this, then I become full-time. 15 months later, then I quit both of my job, then doing this full-time. But you need to make sure you understand, in order for it to explode, you need to have a base shop that can do 30 by 30. Once you have that 30 by 30 and you go RVP, you're going strong. So that means you're going to make some serious money. That's your ultimate goal. So now, what other step you need to do? You have to be enthusiasm. You have to be excited, man. Okay, some people come in here, they're not excited. Okay, you have to be excited about your life. You have to be excited about your goal, about your dreams, what you're going to accomplish, how you're going to become successful. So you really need to go out and focus, and then people need to see you excited. Okay, why? Because nobody wants to follow a dull, disillusioned, frustrated crybaby. Because at the end of the day, people need to follow people that are excited, people that want to go somewhere. No matter how negative something can be, they turn it to positive. Okay, no matter how bad like this virus or whatever going on in the world can be. So people say, what? I have to be positive. I'm going somewhere. No matter what, they will figure a way to win in America. So you need to make sure you understand people will follow somebody who's very, very excited. Okay, so that's why you need to make sure you get that. Now, next thing is you need to make sure you master the presentation. Now, it's okay if you come here, you don't know how to present. That's okay. When I joined this business, I didn't know how to present, how to do a presentation. Okay, so even though I was learning business, okay, I was not finished with my degree at that time. I believe I was almost closed. So I remember when I was trying to present after I was almost graduate to that business degree. And in the class I was doing, I think it was a speech class or whatever, and I have to present. Now, because I was already start learning how to present in Paramedic, I do a phenomenal job, and the teacher was excited. So, wow, you were not scared. It's because I learned it. So how to present. So you must master your craft. Learn how to do a great presentation. We call that a winning presentation. You have to master it, and it's something that we have to coach you how to do. Okay, even if you don't know how to do it right now, it's okay, but you're going to learn it. What makes the business successful? Why Pramika becomes so successful? Why we're still in business? Why the company is still open no matter what happened in the world, but we're still open for business? because number one, there's a demand. The demand is so high because you find, like, guys, if you know how many people in America, they have no life insurance whatsoever. They have no protection. Okay. That was including me. Before I joined Primerica, I did not have any life insurance. Okay. Imagine I was married and have kids. Okay. And I already, at the time, I already purchased a house and I was working full time and my wife was working and we did not have no income protection. So if something were to happen to me or her, man, we could have been in a financial struggle. So now people need to protect their life, then to protect themselves with what we call income protection, what we call life insurance. Okay. Many people right now, they're frustrated. Why? They got too much debt. Okay. Financially, they struggle because they have so either credit cards, maybe a car payment, maybe they have a mortgage, maybe a student loan. So people, like, they're really dying when it comes to debt. So why? They're not making enough money. Okay, so if you could give those folks an opportunity to make more money, get out of debt, don't you think they will take it? It's how you say it to them. Okay, if somebody have like maybe $1 million in debt and you could give them this opportunity for a small amount of money, they could come here, learn something they didn't know, and then take that extra money, pay their student loan, and now they become financially free. I think that'll make a big difference. Okay. So you know people in debt. So the demand is high, okay? So auto and home. So we make sure we teach people how to save money in their car insurance, into their home insurance, and also how to, instead of you get that student loan, how to save money in early age for your kids' college education, okay? How to save for your retirement, okay? To make sure when you retire, you got some money saved, okay? Those things are really challenging out there, guys. And that's the reason we teach people about it. The demand is high. So there's a market for your business, okay? Stability. So the company is very, very stable, okay? Primerica have zero debt whatsoever. That's the reason they can find a lot of money to pay us. One of the greatest questions they ask the CEOs of the company, they say, hey, Glenn, let me ask you, don't you think one day Primerica gonna run out of money? Because you guys pay so much money to people. Some people making $10,000 a month, 20, 30, even some people even making over $3 to close to $400,000 a month into this company. Don't you think you guys gonna run out of money? He said, never. Never. So that's mean the company very stable. So it's not like the company is not shaky at all, guys. Okay. So if you go in the New York Stock Exchange, and then you're gonna see we listed there, okay, under the ticket symbol PRI. So that's mean we are a member in the New York Stock Exchange. The company is publicly traded. So if you wanna buy the stock, and hey, that's all new. You can do that. But you see, once you become regional vice president, you don't need to buy the stock because the company will give you that stock. Okay, as you work, the bigger you build a team, more stock you're gonna have. Okay, so we rated A+ by AM Best. Okay, A+ by AM Best. That's when it's a big deal. So if this company been there since 1977 and we continue rating A+ by AM Best, that's a big deal. Okay, over 2 million investment clients with us. Okay, some people recognize Primerica just for life insurance. We're not a life insurance company. That's a little bit of part what we do, but we also have different products and services that we serve out there. Over 4.3 million life insured, 2.5 million death claim pay every single day in Primerica. So as you can see, the company is very stable. If they can pay all that money and they're still doing business and they still say, you know what, you can continue working, no matter bad time, good time, the company is open, that's a great sign. Okay, while a lot of company closed right now, but we continue working. All right. So next thing is we do what's right. Okay. 100% of the time. If you come in here, folks, you listen to this orientation, you need to understand, number one, we don't take advantage on people. We want to make sure we do what's right for the consumers out there. We want to make sure we serve them. Okay, make sure you have good morals. Make sure you have good ethic. You know, you make sure you're ethical, man. It's some stuff, you know, you should know. You stay professional. You know, things you don't want somebody to do to you, to your family, to your brother, to your sisters, to your mom, dad. So don't do it to them, okay? You have to put the client best interest at heart, okay? So see, the great thing about this is not something we try to hype you and then make you excited about it, okay? We do it. We do what's right. And that's why a lot of time, if you come in here to do something that's not right, the company gonna fire your butt. I'm telling you that, okay? You will get fired by the company if you're not doing it right, okay? There is no vacuum to sell, okay? It's not like they're gonna give you a bunch of vacuum to put in the back of your car to sell, or a bunch of soap or rope or whatever, or juice or wine or coffee. Now, I'm not saying those things are not great products. Now, that's not the business you come in here to build. Okay, so you come in here to do financial services. So if you don't sell, You don't make, that's okay, but you don't lose anything, okay? It's not like, oh, if I don't sell that, I'm going to have to buy those products. If I don't sell them, or either I got to use those products, or I'm going to end up losing my money, or they're going to be expired. Those products and services never expire, and it don't cost you that much money to get started, as you can see when you pay that money, okay? So now, the one thing I just always, that's really blow me away, is the power of what we do, okay? If you look back in 9/11, okay, when the two airplane crashed in New York City, okay, like so many people die, okay? Now, at the end of the day, the president come and say, you know what? It was a terrorist attack. Because once it become a terrorist attack, insurance company don't have to pay those death claim, okay? The insurance company say, yay, we got them. The president say, we don't have to pay claim. That's great. Now, guess what? Because we do what's right, we understand there's no way those people that was inside that building, it was their fault. So the company say, you know what? No matter what the government say, we're going to pay those death claims. So Primerica, go ahead, pay, you see, $10 million to 48 family that died during that time. Okay, guess what? After that, 2 weeks or a month later, the government go back and say, you know what? It's not a terrorist attack. So all insurance companies have to pay. Can you imagine that? So they just say that is a terrorist attack, so they don't have to pay. Okay. Now they come back and say, no, it's not a terrorist attack. That's when they have to pay. But you see, we were already doing what's right. So that's why our consumers, they love us. Our client, they really appreciate Primerica because of what we do. Okay, the power of what we do. So this is some example. Okay, this is some family. Before Primerica, imagine this client here. She was a female, 38. Okay, before Primerica, that's how much insurance she got in protection. $11,000. That's not that much money at all. Okay, what really can somebody really do with $11,000 this day? If it was this day, you can't even do the funeral really, because to do an average funeral cost is at least $25,000 to do that. So you see, after that, after one of our agents sit with them and we do a better plan for her, look what happened. We cover her for $100,000 and Primerica paid that death claim. Another one that was in the 6th floor, okay, of that building. She was covered before that was a male. Before he was covered for $17,000. So now $200,000 we paid. Okay, another male that was 50 years old. Okay, that was in the floor of 107. So that person was way high. Okay, that person was going for $40,000. Then when Primerica agent get there, hey, $213,000. That's a big deal, and the list goes on. And you find this biggest one. It was a 32-year-old male that was like an 83rd floor into that big building. Before Primerica, that's how much covered he got. $500,000. See, we cover him for $995,000 in Primerica. You see, as a result of this 9/11, Primerica provided over $10 million in term death benefits that's been claimed that they paid to 48 family who lost their loved one that day. That's a big deal. That's the power of what we do. So that's the company you're proud of. So you don't have, when you go out there, you sit with a client and you give them the life insurance that we do here. You don't have to believe, oh, with the company going to pay? Yes, they do. Okay, I didn't believe that neither. When I sit with people back in the days, I never believed they're gonna die until in the past, back in 2019, and I got people start dying. Okay, so so if you look 2013 until 2019, that's when people start dying into my organization, and that's when I realized, oh, people really do die, so they really need the products. Okay, and listen, I got somebody who passed away, and he's like 55, below 60 years old. Okay, another person passed away. She was like 32 years old. I mean, 34 years old. So she was still a young. Okay, and guys, listen, what we do is so important. The people actually need us. Okay, the market is big. We need to make a decision to go out there, help those folks. All right. So now we got to take the fight personal. So when it comes to this, you have to take it personal. The people out there, when you sit with them, they don't know. They don't know any better. We have to understand, hey, we have to take this fight personal. Jamaica, we have like 4.2 million people life insured by Jamaica. 4.3 million. That's a big deal. That's a lot of people. But you know what? Jamaica paid 30 death claim every day. Every day, 30 people pass away in our company. In Jamaica, have to pay the death claim every day. Matter of fact, we're currently working on one right now. Okay, 30 death claim a day. But guess what? That's not only 30 people die in the US. 7,300 people die in the US every day in North America. 7,300 people die. So think about it. If all those people die, and only 30 of us, 30 people just paid by Jamaica, what about the rest? Who's paying those death claims? Do you know many of them, they don't have life insurance? Okay, they don't have it. Remember I told you I didn't have none. Even though I was married, I was one of them. That could happen to me and my family. And she will have to figure out how to take care of those kids. And I have to take it. You have to understand the power of what we do. You have to take it personal. So the market is really big. See, we have a system. It's a proven system. It's simple to follow and duplicate. You can duplicate yourself. See, right now, I'm giving you what I got. You can take it, you learn it, and you duplicate yourself. So I'm duplicating myself every single time. So I have so many agents. Now we start popping up agents in different states. Because why? With the technology. Using Zoom, why that is the best time. You can work from home. And you can use that. The system is built. It's proving. You can't fail. The only way you fail in Jamaica is if you choose to fail yourself. If you don't follow the system, yes, it's not going to work for you. Now, you know what? What we realize, guys, there's two types of people. There's the thinkers. That's people that keep thinking over and over. Those people, they're stressed. They're always thinking, man. They keep using that brain to think, okay? But you also find another group of folks, they're the doers. The doers, what they go out there, they're always running. They're always searching. They're always looking for something. They're always going to become successful. Now, what is the next thing? Those are the doers. The thinkers stay there whining, complaining, blah, blah, blah. What do I do? You know, this COVID-19 going on right now, or this blah, blah, blah. We don't. What do we do? How do we do this? How do we do that? But they stay in one spot. But if you look, the doers, look, they start making the step. They keep making the step. They move. They don't stay in one spot, stay there thinking. Now you have to pick. Which one do you want? Do you want to become the thinkers or you want to become the doers? So you have to make that personal decision. Who do you want to become? Hopefully you choose the doers. And I can hear you say that. Okay? Next thing is, when you come in, you are a trainee. Okay? I am a trainer. So I'm training you. So in the first 30 days, the purpose of training is to get you licensed. Number one, we need to get you licensed. No license, no money, no love, no Jamaica. You can't do this business without license. You need to become licensed as soon as possible. If you become licensed, you stay focused, you're gonna win if you stay in the game. If you quit and you stop, you can't win. But if you stay consistent, you're going to win. You have to compete, okay? When you become competent, okay, and you become independent, it's a big deal. You have to become competent, okay? So that's the purpose of training, is to get you competent, okay? To become independent. Once you become competent and independent, you can get compensation, okay? And then now the confidence level rise, because once you become confident, you can go out there. Even if somebody's selling whole life, whatever life they're selling out there, you can sit there, educate them. Hey, why these people need this type of coverage? Why they need this type of insurance? This is what I believe in what we do. So you become competent, you become confident, you can get compensation, you become independent, and you build your team. In the first 30 days, that's what you should focus on. Now, the company say, you know what? We can pay you, okay, when you just started, because you don't have a license. Now, it's not a Jamaica. The state, wherever the state you are in, whatever state, all the states say, you know what, you cannot get paid in financial services until you become a license. Okay, you have to become licensed, pay the fine, and you go get that exam done, and you can make money. But here's what problem can say, you know what? I know that's the problem. But here's the deal. I know you're gonna be working. So why don't you do this? We're not gonna just do 3 recruits. So find 3 superstars to put in your team and get 3,000 in premium. And this is a simple math. Whoever gets you signed up can teach you how to get 3,000 in premium. It's not hard at all. 3 clients, 2 clients, you can do it. Matter of fact, in 2, you can do it. 3 clients, you can do that. All right. So you get licensed. Now the company going to pay you $600 bonus. Now I call it a bonus. The reason he call it a bonus, it's because we can pay you, but they give you a bonus. All right. So now this month, as we speak, sometime like the company makes this month 300. Okay. Every time you do 1 by 1, they give you 300. So when you do the whole 3 by 3, the company gonna give you 600. But if you do it this April, as we speak, they're gonna give you $900. So that's a 50% promotion right there. And see, while you're getting this done, you get the bonus on top of it. You become a district leader. That's when you get your first promotion. That's when you get a 50% contract. So now you rise up, you get a raise. So you start, everybody start at 25% contract. Now you don't need to recruit people to make money. A lot of times people ask me that, okay? You don't need to recruit people to make money because everybody start at 25. So if you come and you don't recruit anybody, you go get your license, you're gonna start at 25%. But if you go recruit those 3 people, you do it, that's what we call the sprint to district. You do it fast in the first 30 days, you just tackle it down and you get that promotion locked in, okay? Now you become a district leader. Now every time you're going to see somebody, you'll be able to make at least 50% on those transactions. So that's the beauty of it. So now, when you do that 3 by 3, $600 bonus, but sometimes they put the extra 100. All right. Now that you are licensed and you are trained, okay, you know what you're doing. Now you'll be able to train other people. Now, if you could earn $2,000 to $5,000 per month, what that gonna do to your finance? It will change your life completely. If you could make while you're keeping your job and you do this part-time at home on your free time, and say you take that time to do something else, maybe watching a movie, maybe you do, now, if you do something productive, that's great. As long as you're going to continue to put in your 6 cents, that's fine. But if you just take that time and just waste it, it's not going to bring you any return. No, don't waste that time. Invest it to make more money. If that $2,000 hit in your bank account, can you imagine what it will do to your finance? It will change your life completely. So now, what does it take to become successful in this business? While getting licensed, okay, put your future in front of at least 10 to 15 family in the first 30 days. Why 10 to 15? That's how you're going to get trained. That's how you're going to learn the business. That's how you're going to become competent. That's how you're going to get your bonus. That's how you're going to get your promotion. That's how you're going to build a team. So now, in the beginning, you don't have to build a team. Whoever sign you up, responsible to help you build a team. But if you don't put them in front of people, they cannot help you build a team. That's the reason you need to put them in front of 10 to 15 people so you can learn the business as soon as possible. Once you become licensed, then you can go do it on your own. How simple that is. Pretty simple, right? Of course, yes. It is pretty simple. 10 to 15. Let me tell you, when I get started, I got my license. I didn't care about Sundays. I work Sunday, Saturday, every day. I worked. So once I came from work, I say, Coach, at that time it was RVP Wilkins. I said, hey, Coach, I have an appointment. And it's the 7 days. So, 7 days, people, they don't like working on Saturdays because they say Sabbath after. Friday, they say, oh, no, man, that's not why, that was not the deal, bro. You're telling me, come do this. You're going to help me. I'm going to hold you accountable for that. And I was on his butt like every day, man. Hey, come on, you got to help me. I need to get that 3 by 3 done. So, guys, that's what I was doing on him. And he could not say no because you told me, come here, you're going to help me. So my job is to book an appointment. I book the appointment. I don't need to know Jack. My appointment book, Coach, let's go. Okay? So that's how I did it. And then I make sure I got my bonus as well and my iPad. I did get it, okay? So now, how many days and nights? You need to make sure you make a commitment. How do you want to work this out, okay? Is it 2 days a week, 4 days a week? Maybe if you're not working at all, you can do it all day, every day, okay? And you can work from home. You can open 24/7. You see right now, I love it because now the company allow us to work from home. That never happened, guys. Things change. America change. It's like, you can be right here It's just like you're looking at me right now, and then you see, I can do everything using this Zoom application. That's powerful, man. So you can be home working 24/7, 7 days a week. Now, at the end of the day, you get down to this. There's two type of people, two type of trainee in America. Okay? Give me 1 second. There is two type of trainee in America, okay? There is a group of people that come into America. They are not coachable at all. They're not coachable, man. And there's a group of them, very coachable. Now, I'm going to show you the difference between the two of them. Now, you choose which group that you want to be part of. Once you discover the difference between the two, it will be on you now. It will be your play. Now, the first group of person we're going to cover of trainees that in America is the one that's uncoachable. So uncoachable people, when you tell them to set up those appointments, they don't set those appointments, those training appointments. And that's even though that's how they're going to learn the business, they don't set them up. Okay? Now, you find them, they get the license. Some people say, I'm going to go get my license. But once they get license, they struggle. Why they struggle in the field? Because they don't know what they're doing. They never see how to do the presentation. They never see how the coach answer the objection. So they never see those stuff. So they kind of struggle. Now, because of that, they need help from the field trainer like myself or whoever invited you to the business. So you need that person help. Now, because you do need that help, you cannot, since it's two licensed agents that go to the appointment, the rule says that if two licensed agents go to an appointment, both of the license must be into the application, because this is a contract between the policy owner and the insurance company. So both licenses have to be on it. So now what happened to this, when you take somebody with you and both of you guys license, that's mean whoever going to the field with you, you give them half of your money. That's what happened when you're uncoachable. Now that's mean you has no team, because you won't be able to build a team because you never go to the field. So your field trainer was supposed to help you recruit some people in your team, not on their team, in your team. Okay, that's their job, to get 3 people for you quickly. But if you don't put them in front of people, now you have no team. Now, you won't be able to earn overrides. What is overrides? Override is when you have a teammate come in, you train them, they become good, they go make a sale, the company pay you a little amount. Okay, it may not be a whole lot, but even if it is, let's say that I recruit Alex, for example, and Alex go make a sale, and Alex make $250, and I'm a district leader, and Alex is a district leader. Okay, I mean a senior rep or a rep. Okay, so they pay him maybe 250. So if it was me do the sale, I'll get 500. But since Alex does it, they give him 250. So the company, because I train him, they give me 250 as well. So if Alex was a senior rep, so he's gonna get 350, and I got 100. So now at the end of the day, that's called override. That's when an override is because the more people you got in the team that know what they're doing, the company pay you for training those people. And it's fair because you are taking your time to train that person, make sure that person get good. So once that person know what they're doing, the company rewards you for taking your time to train that person for them. That's powerful. Now, because if you're not coachable, no override because you don't have a team. Now, let's say an example. If you go make a sale at the time, let's say the client, you sit down with a couple and they're paying $84 a month, husband and wife with the policy. So now if you do $84, you're going to multiply this by 12. So that's when they're going to give you 1,000 premium. Okay. So remember when I was telling you to do 3,000 to do the 3x3. So that's mean if you find 3 clients at $84 a month, you can get your 3x3 done right there. And usually sometimes that could be your first policy. If you don't have coverage and you're a teammate, you should get a policy if you qualify for it. If you have a demand for it, okay? If you be able to say, you know what, I can afford it and I don't have any life insurance and people do pass away, it doesn't matter what age, so you need to protect. Now, sometimes that could be your first policy. You can do it yourself for your own training, okay? So now, look how much you only get, 12.5%. Why? Because they split it. You just get half of it. You just get half of it. Okay, why? Because somebody else go with you. But if you are coachable, look, that's your compensation, 125, 125. But if you know what you're doing and you get the training, that sale could make you at least $250. So you're losing some of that money. All right, you're losing at least $125. So you could make that. Now, see what happened. Now, the second group of trainee is the one that come in. You say, hey, coach, tell me what to do. Okay, how do I win? They ask question. They call you. If they have a problem, they call you. If they have an issue, they say, coach, what's the plan for today? Those are the people that's coachable. You know, when you send them the conference call, they plugged in. When you send them the training, they plug into everything. They don't miss anything, those people, because they coachable people. Now, here's what happened to those folks. When they come in, they get licensed. Now, you see those folks, they become independent. Why they become independent? Because you train them. They set their appointments. You go to the field with them, so they know what to do. Now they can write business on their own. They become a district leader. Now they're making 50% on everything they do. Okay. Now they already have a team built, because you put 2 people into the team. Now they have a potential to earn overrides. Okay. Now they can make money. But now they start developing that system. Now they start having that business mindset, because they got other people with them. Okay. Now the same example happened. That person go do a sell now. Okay, the same thing. It's not any different. It's the same thing that person do here. You only got 125. See what happened here? Because of this 50% contract, that person ended up with $500 compensation. Compare 125. So would you rather get 125 or 500? Because now that does not need to split, because you know what you're doing. You don't have to split the sale. You can go do it on your own. You become competent. Now you can get compensation. So you don't need to do that. Plus, don't forget, there's the bonus, because you were coachable. You do your 3x3. Now you get an extra $600. So that's $1,100 compensation. That's a big deal. But if you're doing this month, this April, since they give you an extra 100, that would be $1,400, because they will add an extra 300 on top of it. That's what coachable people are doing. Because right now we got people, they say, oh yeah, coach, tell me what to do. I want to get that $200. Okay. Every time, you say, every time I do one by one recruit, one policy. So if I do 1,000 in premium in one recruit, I get $200. Oh, instead of 125, I'll go for that. That's how they do it. That's how the coachable people do it. That's the purpose of the orientation, is to know what to do. Now, let me tell you, you see those people, when they become their coachable, they qualify for the iPad. The company award them an iPad, because they already engaged for 90. If they do continue like this, they stay focused, they qualify for that iPad. And it's a brand new mini iPad. Brand new, not used, brand new. And those people, they qualify for trips. They become leaders. They become regional vice president very quickly. And now the biggest thing that happened to those people, they find somebody that's going to come back, do exactly the same thing they just did. That's it, powerful. Now you see those people, they're going to find people that are going to come. They're going to have people join their team. And exactly what they did, and that's what the people are going to do. Okay? You at that time, you can say, oh, no, man, let's go do that 3x3. But you didn't do it. You were not coachable. And they're going to follow your step. You have to lead by example. And that's the difference. So you pick which one you want to be. All right? Next thing is, now you become a field trainer in your second month. So that was the first 30 days. Now, the second month into the business, okay, now if you can earn $2,000 to $5,000 a month, now you are licensed, you're competent. Now you have your first lead, promotion. Okay, you become a district leader. How many people would you like to train in the first month? If you go train one person, like John, for example, now you become the trainer. I don't have to train you anymore, because you know what you're doing. Now you're going to train John. So now, let's say John go ahead, put you in front of 6 associates, and they're helping 6 family. Now, John gonna make a lot of money by doing that 6x6. Okay, that's a lot of money John going to make as a trainee. Plus, because you are the trainer, the company pay you $2,000 because you don't making those sales for him. He get the bonus, but you make the money because you the one that license. If you do another one like Mary on top of it, and they do exactly the same thing, now you're training 2 folks. So each one do 6x6. Now you see, you already have a base shop 10x10 in your first month. You can have a base shop 10 by 10. Now you can make $6,000 for your second month. Once you say, you know what, you do it quickly and you find those superstars in your team. Now, what happens if you don't find them in the first 30 days? What happens if you find them in 2 months, maybe 4 months? It doesn't matter when you find those 3 folks. Once you find them and you start, that's when your business start exploding. But you have to be ready when that thing happens for you so you can be excited. So now that you are qualified to become a field trainer, okay, do you think you could develop other field trainer? Of course. Now, since you know how to do it, now you're going to teach Mary, you're going to teach John how to become a field trainer. So now you don't have to personally train everybody. So now they come in, they're going to help you train your team. They're going to help you build the business. Now they're building, while they're building their business, they're helping your business. Now the company pay them, the company going to pay you, company going to pay the trainee, the client is happy, we win. Everybody win. It's a win-win situation. It never one side win, the other one lose. Prameka is always a win-win. That's the beauty of it. So, the beauty of Prameka is when you become regional vice president. Now, you see, when you are coming in as a rep, senior rep, district, division, regional leader, those are where when you go to a movie, you're watching all those commercials, okay? That's what's happening. But once you become regional vice president, that's when the movie actually starts. So I'm not even done working, guys, okay? I just started. I'm just start seeing the movie, okay? Once you become regional vice president, that's when you just started. Because once you become an RVP, your goal, the 3 people you recruited, remember that? The 3 superstars, your goal is to make sure they become regional vice president. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for regional vice president. That's what I'm looking for into this team. We're looking for people that can become leaders, that can open offices. So once you become regional vice president, now you can go open offices. This is what happened to you when you become regional vice president. It's 130% contract. It's not 50 anymore, guys. 130. Because your original contract as a regional vice president is 110 plus 20% bonus when you qualify at your level. Now, imagine you have one trainer here, another trainer here, another trainer here. So now you have 3 people that you recruited. You made the first 3 superstars you got. Now they become 3 field trainers into your organization. Now, you training people, they also training other people. Now, let's say they got 3, they become licensed, and they're helping 3 families. Now you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 times 3, that's 18 family. Those folks down here helping. Plus you got 4 here, that's 12. So 18 plus 12, that's 30 family. Your base shop helping in a monthly basis. So that's how you got a 30 by 30 base shop. Now, once you do this, here's what can happen to you. Now, because you have a team, you can offer like 60% average, okay? Or maybe 70%. Now, 30%, $30,000 in premium coming in every month. Now, for a month, you can make $21,000 a month. See, that's our goal. Now, I know this is going to say, oh, that's too much of their money. Listen, my coach, since I've been in this business in 2013, I was looking at his number. I'm studying numbers. I want to make sure if I'm put my hand in something, I have to know this is the right thing to do. Once I know it's the right thing to do, I will never look back. It might be tough on me. It might take me longer, but I promise you I'm not going to give up. I will get it done. I might take, if every now and then I might take a break, but I will come back at it. And when I come back, I'll come back stronger, better. That's me. Okay? Now, when I was looking at his income, I look at his income over 5 years. Now it's going for 7 years, going to 8 years, guys. He never make less than $30,000 a month. Never, ever. It's from $30,000, $50,000, $60,000. And now I'm telling you that some of you guys probably Haitian. He's Haitian. He's making that much money. I'm telling you. I don't have to tell you his name, but I'm telling you, you can meet him. Eventually, you will meet him. He's making $500,000 a year. And he has somebody in his team making $1 million a year. And he have a bunch of other folks making $50,000, $100,000, $200,000, $400,000 into his organization. That's how powerful that is. That's why you come here. You got to see the big picture. You can actually eliminate poverty into your family. You can become that superstar into your family. You can become the leader in your family. That's the opportunity that pandemic are giving every single one of us. All right. So now, how fast would you like to build a team to accomplish all your goals and dreams? How fast would you like to become regional vice president? Go up in that office, get your own contract, 130% contract. Go start hiring people, train them. Now you can start making some serious money. That's what's happening, guys. Man, listen, this is powerful. Now, the system works. Number one, you have to build a list. That's your inventory. The way you become successful in the system, build yourself a list. You got to prospecting people every day through Facebook, social media, Instagram, WhatsApp, whatever place. If you go to church by any chance, wherever you know people gathering, it's time for you to start collecting name and numbers to build yourself a list, because that's your inventory. Every business have inventory, but in our business, the inventory is the list of people that we have to call to make appointment. That's your inventory. Now, you see the good thing about this system, the inventory will never expire. That's why I say it's better than soap. It's better than selling coffee, because those things can expire. But this thing not going to be expired. The people, the only way they expire if they die or they change the number. Other than that, the list, you can also come back, always come back to that list. Or you can also rebuild it, also adding to it. And it don't cost you anything to build that list. Let me tell you, there's people in your family, they're not 18 years old. One day they'll be 18 years old. They will be in that list. They will be married. They'll be in that list. Some of them, then you don't even, there's people that are going to be in your list. They're not even born yet. Okay. Some people, they're in college right now, learning, and they'll be in your organization. You don't know them. So that's the reason you have to build yourself a list of great people that you can, that's your inventory. Then you have to qualify the list. When I mean qualify, I'm going to tell you at the end. You have to make sure you qualify that list. And you have to contact the list. Contact the list means you have to see it, be able to have a way you can contact it. You can go ahead and say, no, let me call this person. Let me do this. Let me do that. That's the reason you have this. Now, let's say that you do that top 25 list, or the top 50, or maybe top 100. See my list? So far, I'm building it to get to 1,000. I'm keep adding in my list every day. Okay? I'm adding because I want to have 1,000 people in my list. Okay. So if somebody say no to me, I don't care. Next. Because when somebody say no to you, they just miss their new opportunity. That's what you need to understand. So you don't need to, think that, oh, when somebody say no, it's a problem, or like you're going to that. Yes, you kind of, sometimes we take it too personal. Okay. When somebody say no to you, they just miss their opportunity. They missed a new opportunity just given to them. And that's the time I do this. Because they just missed it. And they're going to say, why are you laughing? Because I'm just giving you an opportunity. You just don't understand. What's come to us, you should listen. You never know if that's not what's going to change your life. So now, if you go ahead, build that list, and you have 10 qualified appointments, is what's going to happen. You can get 6 clients. If they qualify, you can get 6 clients. Now, I'm not saying just single people. Okay, they have to be people who's married, have kids, age 25 to 55, and they're working, making $30,000. Maybe they own a house. Okay, so those are the people I'm talking about that qualify. If you go see those folks, you can get 6 clients easy. And those 4 of them going to become associate. You could see your income could be $3,000. If you do just this every month, your income, you could replace your job income. Okay, now you would not be frustrated. Now, you see, once you have this, they cannot lay you off. They cannot take it away from you. Because it's yours. You running. You the driver. Okay, once you're the driver, you speed it up. You slow down. You press brake because you are the driver. The next thing is you can build it even better. Now you have 2 new associates with you. Now you guys do 20 qualified appointments. Okay, so if it is 2 of you guys, now that's 12 clients you can get out of it. Now you can get 8 new associates. And you can see your income could go to $6,000. That's a big deal. On top of it, if you have 4 associates doing it with you, if it is 4 of you guys, now that's 40 qualified appointments. Each of them do 10 qualified one. That can come out with 24 clients. That will give you 16 new associates. That's 12,000. See, when I find this orientation, I say, man, that's a good system. Okay, now it's ours. We're gonna use it. And now day shop, it's a great system. Now $12,000 a month. Oh, not bad, not bad. Okay. I smell it. I smell it. Okay. And then don't ask me. I smell it. Okay. And I'm sure you smell it too. Okay, $12,000. Don't think it's too much money. Okay, that's it's not. Okay, that's something you're gonna if you stay focused, you start building it, you will hit that. Once you start hitting it, $12,000, you can say, RVP, is that real? Is this real money? Are you sure? Oh, yeah, it is sure. Okay, so now, what do winners do? To finish with you, what winners do, guys? A winner come in, they get off to a fast start. Are you a winner? So go get your 3x3 done. Okay, fast start. They go on field training appointments right away. So they book appointments. They start doing it. Now, how are we gonna do it? Through Zoom. Okay, the person download the app. You download the app already. So the person coming here just like this. I'm gonna present to them. You're gonna be here watching me present right there on electronically, online, and you will take notes. You will learn. The client gonna ask me a question. You learn it like this. Okay? You don't have to even drive anywhere. At home. Now, if you can earn $1,000 plus bonus before you become district leader, what would that do to you? Big deal. Now, number 2, you have to attend weekly training. Okay? Now, some people, they don't like attending training. The training is simple, guys. You stay home. You just plug into the app and listening. Learn something every day. It's every day. It's repetition. Learning it every day before you get great at it. Because I was not that good. I have to learn it. I have to learn it. I have to plug in. Okay? To every meetings that I can. Every single one of them. The more you plugged in, faster you grow. The more you don't plugged in, the fastest you die. Simple as that. Self-improvement. You have to improve yourself. Yes, this is new to you. Yes, you're scared. Yes, this is, you never see this type of, system before. Maybe you might be in a system that didn't work out, kind of similar to this one. But this one is different. Okay? You have to improve yourself every day. Read books. Okay? Right now, you see some people in quarantine, they're home. You know what they're doing? Wasting time. Wasting time. Okay? They're not reading no books. What kind of books are you reading? Okay? Company brochure, are you reading this brochure? See what's in there. Okay? How you become better. Improve yourself. Listen to CDs, podcasts. Okay? Go online. Okay? Watch company DVDs, videos. Excuse me. YouTube is, you see some people using YouTube just to have fun. But I use YouTube for education purposes. I use Facebook for 2 things. Education purposes, okay? Prospecting people, okay? I meet people there. That's what the reason that I use it. I don't use it because I want to see who's looking nice on Facebook. I don't care. You look nice. Everybody looks nice on Facebook to me. Everybody looks sexy. Everybody got muscles, even though I don't have none, whatever. I think once I put my picture, you see I got some, okay? So everybody does. So I don't go to Facebook just for the heck of it. I go so I can meet people, prospect people, see who I can, and I can educate myself, because there is some great live on Facebook sometimes. I can listen to something that can help me get better every day. Okay? Step 4, put together a list. Just put one together. Okay? Then the bigger the list is, the faster the bonus. More money you make, and the faster you become regional vice president. If your list only have 5 people, after you just go to those 5 people, you become frustrated. And if you don't know how to get more people, you're even more frustrated and you're gonna quit. But if you know how to build a list, how to add people to that list, continue to get more inventory. Think about it. You might say, wait, see, the average people know at least 1,000 by the time they go to college. 1,000. By the time you go to college and finish college, you know at least close to 5,000 people. Because all those people you go to high school, plus all those people you meet in college, plus all those people you meet to your job, plus on social media, you know more than that, except you never have a need for those people. That's why you don't know how to use your system. If you go to your phone right now, probably you have 200 contacts, 300, 400, even 1,000 contacts in your phone right now we speak, but you never call them. You don't even know. Some of them you have them in there for too long. You don't even know who they are. It's time to put that list together. Okay? Become regional vice president. Okay? Now, the next thing, build yourself a team. Okay? Build yourself a team is not the easiest thing in the world. Yes, you have to live, you have to deal with adversity. People come from different backgrounds, but you learn it. You have to learn people personality. Yes, you're going to be able to do that. With our help, with the company help, that's how you're going to build it. Build yourself a team. Now focus on the 5 pointers. The 5 pointers is this, okay? You got to make sure you focus on people, okay, like this. People who's married, okay? People who age from 22 to 55. People who have children, okay, under the age of 16. You focus on people that have home, okay, that's have maybe if they don't buy the house, they rent, okay? That's the only two because they have to live somewhere, okay? Make sure those people also have an occupation, not people who's not working. Make sure they got a job, a job. Somehow they have to make sure they have some type of income so they can continue to build that business until they make enough money so they say, you know what, I don't want to, now I can become full-time. 30,000 plus in income. So those are the people you're looking for. Now, what's this? Now we have the system, okay? Now you see the system. Now I show you the system. It is now up to you to do your part. The system works. Maker works. The products works. Now it's up to you to do your part. How fast would you like to achieve your goal and dreams? Okay? So now, here's what you need to do. You need to get to the person who invited you. You need to get to the person who recruited you into the system and ask them, how do I get to a fast start? How do I get my first promotion? And you need to call them. Listen, guys, whoever invited you to come in, you need to be on their butt day and night. Then they can, you see, until you go to sleep, they should not go to sleep. Until you're tired, they cannot get tired. You should be on them. That's how I become regional vice president in 15 months. Because if you ask my upline, both of them, you can ask both RVP Wilkins and NSD Hubert in Miami. If you ask them, sometime I call them, man, I frustrate, I say, guys, come on. You say you're going to help me. You sure? If I do this, you're going to help me? For sure? Yes. I stay on them, guys. This is how I become successful in this business, man. Listen, if this can happen to me, one story you didn't know about me, my English still broken. If I can do it, you can. I didn't have a chance to go to high school here. I came here when I was 18 years old, and I could not go to high school. I have to learn English as a second language, and then I was struggling. I took that exam 4 times, on the 4th time, 3 times in 2009 when I tried it, it didn't work out, and I joined again 2013, okay? Then when I joined, I stayed focused, I passed the exam the 1st time, so that making 4th time I took that exam. Some people come to Paramaker, they do it more than 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. Some people even take it more than 10 times. But you know what? They stay focused. Those people become regional vice president. Now, they don't care. Nobody know how many times you failed the exam. Nobody, see, the craziest thing about life is no one care how many times you fell down. Do you get up? Okay? So how many times doesn't matter. Can you get up? See, right now, people are frustrated more than ever. Some people are about to kill themselves. Some people, you know, they're really frustrated. They don't know what to do, okay? But you see, at this time, guys, you need to make a decision. Have a backup plan. West come to us, have this as a backup plan. That doesn't mean you have to leave what you're doing. That doesn't mean you have to quit school. That doesn't mean you have to quit your job. But see this as a part-time opportunity, as a part-time income. Do it for your mom. Do it for your sister. Do it for your dad. Do it for your brother. Do it for your cousin. Do it for your auntie. Do it for God's sake. Just do it. Just do it because you can, because you're capable. God give you a chance to do this. And I'm glad to be your RVP. I'm glad to be your coach, your mentor. We're going to do this together. We're going to win together. If we die, let's die together. If we fail, let's fail together. Let's get back up and we're going to win. And when we win, we're gonna do it big and we're gonna win together. So I'm so glad, guys, to you be part of my success, and I'm glad to be part of your success. Let's stay positive, let's stay focused, because guess what? You know, everybody looking for the top, but you know, to go to the top is not easy, okay? But you don't want to go to the bottom, okay? You know what you left behind. Behind, there's a lot of crap. Chaos, okay? Headache, frustration, okay? Get fired, get laid off, no job, no income. You know, your boss don't like you, your coworkers don't like you, nobody likes you, okay? You know what's going on out there. So you don't want to go back there, but you don't know what forward. So let's continue moving forward. Don't stay at the bottom, because the bottom is absolutely too crowded. Let's go to the top, and I'll see you guys at the top. Please, if you have any question, feel free to reach out to me at 772-940-12783 and get with the person who invited you so they can help you upload your list and qualify for your iPad, qualify for your first promotion, and I'll see you guys at the top. And thank you. May God bless you, and may God continue to bless Paramaker and our team.